game underway. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Offense getting set for first down. He wants to throw. Might be looking to run. Discards a man. Out across the How about this dude going off script for the Noles, not necessarily known for his running ability?
Hey, make plays when they're there, right? I think that's one of the most important qualities of a quarterback is being able to make the right decision at the right time. And listen, they've had some great ones at Florida State. Looking for that next great one to take them over the top.
They'll go to the ground. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They move the tight end all over. They'll try the run. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
They have it at the 43, third and short, trying to avoid making a decision on fourth down. They'll try to power their way ahead. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Seminoles come to the line in the hurry-up.
And how about that call? You're right around midfield, 4th down on your opening drive, so you run the football and you put your trust and confidence in your offensive line up front to get it done and keep your offense on the field. That is impressive.
After run, now throw. He's got the back in the middle. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Oh, that is a rope for the completion in this offense. I'll tell you, think about great Seminole quarterbacks, the 3 W's, Wenke, Winston, Ward. Dudes that could change the game, Heisman Trophy winners. Every defensive coordinator was scared every time they had to play the Seminoles because of that vaunted passing attack. And this guy, I think he has D coordinators seeing ghosts because this guy can play at a high level.
Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
They'll give it to him again. They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24. Out of the gun, the inside give. Stop is made almost immediately, giving 1 to the 23. This opening drive, methodical, efficient. They'll snap it for the 9th time on 3rd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. If you don't convert on this 4th down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal try. Defense looks as if it's coming. Quarterback touch pass from the jet sweep. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Miller with the ball. On the move at the 30. Can anyone catch him? And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. They're going to go right back to him on first down. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
Did a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, Brimley making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Give to the running back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. To the air, it's Milroe. And the defense gets to the quarterback. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the punt will go into the end zone, and the ball comes out to the 20 on the touchback. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Looking to go up top on first down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
You know, these linebackers have to be so good in zone coverage of reading the quarterback's eyes to get to the ball, and you saw that linebacker do it.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Wide out in motion. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Moves around to clear up the vision. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Comes out throwing on first down. Makes the grab. It's Lucas. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. And the Noles headed quickly to the line. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Thomas. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
And I love QBs that understand when they need to put some extra sauce on the football. You see your guys sit down in the zone, running a curl, boom, fire that puppy to him, get it on him now so he can catch it before he gets destroyed. Nice job by the QB putting a little extra sauce on it.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So we're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Steps away. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Wide receiver shows motion. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. They'll try to add another to their lead. How about the renaissance of the tight ends? Inline, flexed out, split out. They can do a little bit of everything.
They really can. They're asked to block a lot of the times, too. But I'll tell you what, all the wide receivers out wide, the fancy toys, the fancy spread. Forget about that tight end. He does a little bit of everything. And then you reward the big fella throwing the ball, and he catches. So he really can do a little bit of everything in an offense.
Fair catch, called for and made. Tide offense rolls onto the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Back to throw, it's Milroe. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Alabama quickly back to the line. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
They'll keep it on the ground to the right. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Right back to it. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the 4th quarter.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. The give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, picked off. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick.
All kinds of running room. The tag. Touchdown, no! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. And he breaks into the open. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. The give from the gun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Handoff from the gun. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Here's the handoff. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. And this one will be stopped for no gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Looking to move it through the air. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. From the shotgun, the inside give. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Now the play fake. Now improvising. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. We're ready to get it started here in the second half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Offense rolls onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Haynes. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Alabama pushing the tempo. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Up-tempo for the offense. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. He'll try to do it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? The give to the tailback. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. Snowed under by the defense. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Quarterback will audible. Snap from the gun on third down. Snagged in the middle. It's Haynes. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he gives himself up, but not before he moves those sticks.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell He wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Rides to the back. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18. Third down, and this crowd will blow out a vocal cord to help this defense. Back to pass, it's Milroe. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. Third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. It's good. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll throw it on first down. Finds his man. It's Holmes. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Here comes the offense on second down. A running back has it. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Motion from the offense. To the ground. He's got it again. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Wide receiver now comes in motion.
That's the end end of the third quarter. With the score, Florida State 14, Alabama 6.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Fast motion from the offense. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Florida State.
Second down coming up. Looking for a man. It's Croman Hope. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
On third down, he drops to throw. Looking deep. Pulls it in inside the 10. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. Defense looks like they're coming. Movement here from the tight end. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wide out in motion. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
But listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a sack.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you out. I get more speed on the field. I make the defense declare. I see what they're in, but I'm definitely throwing the football.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Finishes the run with the slide.
What a third down stop by this defense. Third down and goal, no problem. You know that guy. Every time he touches the football, you hold your breath because he's so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They were ready, and they forced the 4th and goal.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes that Alabama offense. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here, too.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Alabama quickly back to the line. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Going over the top. He's got it down the left side. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. Fires downfield. And that pass is intercepted. Trying to take it back. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
Reload. Flip it.
Give to the running back. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Florida State.
Okay, ready?
Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45.
Fire. Go.
Jackson will throw. Keeps looking downfield. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Noles have it with a 1st and 10.
325. 691. Gator Spar.
The hand to the running back. Open space at the 25. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. The Seminoles want to move quickly. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. On the ground. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. If they can pick up a yard here on 2nd down, that might put this one in the books.
Get set. Get set.
He'll try to slam it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Seminoles. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. onto the field. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
Made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late in the game.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? Coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can. So, good opportunity to try to finish this game.
The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. To throw, it's Milroe. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on fourth down.
I think after failing on the fourth down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think you're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
Across the 25, he's got room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Seminoles looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. He's looking to throw it. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. And the route is on.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And he made the extra point without problem. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Alabama, 6.
Fair catch, called for and made. Here comes that Alabama offense. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive.
And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Still running at the 40. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They'll ride the hot hand. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. To the air, it's Milroe. Getting some heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Alabama pushing the tempo. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the right. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his second interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
Trying to find his man on first down. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. One more play to pad the stats. He's looking for an open man on second down. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown tie.
This is a receiver that is so good running routes. You never know which way he's going to go at the top of his route because he doesn't telegraph where he's going. The timing on corner routes is so important, and the quarterback did a nice job getting it out early so his receiver could make the catch and then take it into the end zone.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half-minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. An opportunity to really build this lead goes by the boards, but it's still a 19-point game. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to two very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on. Keep working on them. Keep developing. Those things you do well, let's do.
Welcome to Doak Campbell Stadium, and you might as well get used to the sound you're hearing. The Seminole War chant is going full throat. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will... 25-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver shows motion. Wants to throw on first down. Floating away. Going to try to get it himself. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. The Noles have had outstanding quarterbacks over the years. Not always dual threats. Sometimes a little more Danny Cannell-ish, but using his feet well there.
And even Chris Winkie. And guys that maybe they weren't runners, but man, they made those athletes around them really come to life and were a force multiplier, made everybody around them better. And you found a lot of those guys with these Florida State offenses.
And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with Warrick Dunn, where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
To the air on first down. Buying some time. On the run, fires downfield. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
They'll line up for a second down play. Scanning the field, it's Croman Hope. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in.
Well, nice job hauling that pass in. I'll tell you, he keeps defenses on their heels. He really does. His speed is so scary. And I think back to my days in college. We used to play against the Seminoles when they had Peter Warrick and Lavernius Coles. And because of their game-breaking ability, it put so much pressure on our defense. I'll tell you, this guy's good enough to, I think, have played on that Seminole offense, and he would have gotten some looks. This guy can make some plays.
Going up top on first down. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. The Seminoles moving quickly to the line. They'll put the tight end in motion. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thomas. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Trying to run it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? They move the tight end all over. Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. Flushed out of the pocket. He makes the catch at the end zone. Touchdown, Noles!
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine for this game offensively.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They'll run it to the right. Got room at the 35. Open runway ahead. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles. People are trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
The give to the back. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Third down, and this crowd is tearing the lid off this place. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Alabama.
This crowd knows when to bring it. Back to throw, it's Milroe. Firing to the right, complete. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
All right, they get the completion. Don't get the first down. So we've got a massive decision now, 4th and inches. Personally, I like QB sneak. I think that picks it up right here. No matter where you are in the field, you can keep this drive going.
Fourth down and less than a yard, and of course the offense is going to stay on the field. On the move. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
And simple play, simple gain, get that first down. That's all that matters. I don't try to trick. I go back to what I know I do really, really well.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on first and goal, and they are not cooperating. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
That's the end of the first quarter. Florida State 7, Alabama 0.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. He caught it. And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3. 4th down and goal from the 3. Can the defense get a stop? Back to throw, it's Milroe. Looking for the score. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Smashes it through for the PAT. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a...
Fires into traffic, intercepted. Takes it the other way. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Bama! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Nice catch there. I'll tell you, the Seminole passing attack has come a long way over the years. When I was playing against them back in the day, they were in the I formation every single play. Maybe it was play action. Maybe it was a shot play to the perimeter of the field. Now, they've got guys running all different kinds of routes, playing at different tempos, lining the ball over the field. This dude is a guy you just have to know where he is every single snap.
They finally make the stop at the big run. There's plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. The Noles injecting some attitude, throwing the spear down and declaring they're going to run the football.
Run the football, be aggressive. This is the part of the offense that, remember, it was a long time, Florida State offensive line play wasn't good enough. They got to get that physicality, that run game, if they want to be a great program again.
Back to pass, it's Croman Hope. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The Seminoles will hustle to the line.
Brings up second down.
Looking to throw on second down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And he dropped it. Incomplete pass in what would have been a huge gain. No defender anywhere around, and he just flat dropped it. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Finds his man, and they convert.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
From the gun, the ground game. Brought down after a pickup of 5 yards down to the 10.
The counter play is a great play to mix in with your base concepts. Obviously, everybody flies to the football, bang. Now you pull a guy, you go backside, give him a little counter, keep the defense off balance.
Wants to throw. It's Coleman Hope. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the first without scoring. Wide receiver coming across in motion.
Black 24. Black 24. Ball. Squirrel.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here.
Got it.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Defense showing blitz here. Motion from the offense. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about that defense? In the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And the Seminoles come to the line trying to convert on 4th down.
Here we go.
Wide receiver now comes in motion.
Tuna.
He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The defense lining up for a first down play. They'll try the right side. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Looks like Alabama will pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run to the left. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Alabama quickly back to the line. Takes the handoff and he's going right. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Fires on the move. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll give it to the back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. And the Noles will kick it off to start the second half. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't connect a costly turnover on downs.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hind.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Offense set on first down. Movement here from the tight end. Looking for a man. It's Croman Hope. Tight end finds a soft spot.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. From the shotgun, they'll run it. The Noles pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. He's going to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Seminoles. Talk about a breakdown in coverage. That might be the easiest catch he'll have all day.
It doesn't get much easier than that, except the hardest part about this is the walk to the sideline. Because then you have to justify what happened. And your defensive coach is going to be just a smidge upset that you left that guy wide open in the end zone for the big play.
Here comes that Alabama offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The inside handoff. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. they're going to keep this drive going, they'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. To the air, it's Milroe. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Got a lot of running room. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And that one will put him up here in the second half. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And the point after is good. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Set to kick this one.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollack.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. Fast motion from the offense. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Much of this Seminole foundation was built around great quarterback play, some legends at that position.
Some awesome guys that spread it around to elite playmakers, and just a great history at Florida State. They've been up and down in the recent history, but this team back in the day, man, dope was rocking. Everybody wanted to be a Florida State center.
Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. The Seminoles get the 1st down. This offense is feeling itself right now, and momentum's coming along with it. Wide out in motion. They'll throw it on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a 1st down. Anytime a wide receiver makes a big play like that, images of Peter Warrick start flashing in Seminoles' heads.
And, man, just that time, that era with Bobby Bowden and those offenses, you just think about high-flying, every position, game breakers, and I think a swag, Reese. Just guys that I know I could throw to the outside that had swag, that could take it to the house, make big plays.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Florida State. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Might as well give it to him again. At the 45, on his way. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Now on first down from the 43. He wants to throw. They're bringing heat. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. And after 3, you're all tied up.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. From the gun, running back gets the give. Alabama will get the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. Touchdown time! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Man, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think...
Oh, look out. There he goes. Inside the 30. The 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, no.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the fourth quarter. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes that Alabama offense. Looking downfield, it's Milroe. He's going to run it. At the 35, he's loose. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
I tell you what, coaches want you to do your best work late in the ball game. He did his best work. Great job taking off. Biggest run of the day after grinding this game out, makes it explosive, now trying to put this game in a good situation.
And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Dropping back, it's Milroe. Pocket starts to collapse. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
The clock has stopped as we have reached the 2-minute warning here in the ball game. Third down, and these fans trying to make it impossible to communicate. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. The completion well past the sticks. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves in a position to win.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Tries again to get it in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the 4th.
Alabama.
A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And this to take the lead, and it's getting late. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And with just over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Gets set, 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Finds the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. Still looking, on the move. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Well, it's the 4th quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Makes a diving catch along the left sideline. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Here they come on 2nd and 10 from the 47 after the incompletion. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Got him, and nobody's close. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've gotten the first down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves.
What a great individual effort here in this 2-minute situation. He makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds. He uses his speed and his vision, and he's able to elude the defense to save some time.
Wide receiver shows motion. Running to the left. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking downfield, it's Croman Hope. Buys a little extra time. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. He wants to throw it. He just treated that thing like a hot potato, and they're going to call him for grounding. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Second and goal coming up.
29 Philly. 2 not Dino. Dino. Gorilla.
He's looking to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. Touchdown Seminoles! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. They might want to consider driving this one through on the ground, get him to touch it, and get that clock running. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to go up top on 1st down. He wants a big play here late. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the 4th quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Here's a throw downfield late. Fires it into a crowd, and it's picked off. Taking it the other way. And he's down, and this game will end on a turnover. Well, points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the victory.
Yeah, good news, bad news scenario, I guess. Good news is you're going to score. This offense looks like they can be explosive and they can light up the scoreboard. Bad news, though, David, they've got a lot to clean up on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and welcome to college football nowadays, right? This is how it works, a ton of points. Defenses learn as you go, but you got to get better. You got to force some turnovers, create those negative plays. You just can't give up so many points.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.